Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with another video. Big up to everyone who's locked in.
Bloody hell.
Smash the like button of the video. Bless you, mate. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, man. What are you,
In your
right?
intro, man, I apologize. Sorry.
Nah, big up, man. It's all love, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Smash the like on the video, people. If you can, that would be great. And yeah, man, what you lot saying, guys? Man, Joe, not too good for you lot. You know what I mean? Losing out Somerville and whatnot. It's not looking good, man. How you doing,
it is, mate. Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. Thank you for having me on, as always. Enjoyed the content while you were out in the States, mate.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Archie Gray and Somerville going to be doing bits in the Premier League, so I'm going to be able to watch them and like enjoy them. I think because they're both ballers for sure.
Yeah, definitely, man. Big up to you, and also Dan Potts is in the building. How you doing, man? Channel flying, everything good. Life is good. How you doing?
Love, bro. Yeah, I'm great, man. Great to be back on with you guys. Great to be chatting football. Glad you had a good time over there, Saeed. I was a bit jealous, bro. I can't lie, but that will be me next year. But big up to you, man. Big up to Joe. Big up to Mo. And unlike Joe, I won't be watching Archie Gray and cheering him on. That's certainly something I won't be doing now that he plays for Spurs. But
the kid, mate. Wonder kid. He's going to tear it up, man. I'm telling you.
Archie Gray is now scum. Is now scum, unfortunately, Joe. Sorry, mate. He now is.
Now,
big up, man. Big up.
Big up, man. And big up the Judge Mo, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Inter Milan, the Serie A specialist. You know what I'm saying?
I've been labeled lately the Man United hater.
Why?
Everywhere. I know. Everywhere I go now, I'm the Man United hater. Apparently, I can't say any positive things about Man United. It's crazy,
wow.
Bro.
I've seen
everywhere I go.
There, you know what I mean? And whatnot. You know what I'm saying to you? But it's all good, man. We're here. You got one of the biggest Man United content creators, you know what I'm saying? So we can chat, man. We can chat, you know what I'm saying to you? And you know what? We're going to chat now. You know what I'm saying to you? We're going to chat about Mazraoui and Ligt. We had some news from David Ornstein today. Man United submit joint offer to sign Matthias de Ligt and Mazraoui from Bayern Munich. Opening bid rejected, and FC Bayern request higher fee, but talks ongoing. And Manchester United try to agree personal terms in place for 5.5-year contracts. So obviously Bayern Munich are not having it. United obviously lost out to Euro. Sorry, got injured. So United a bit more desperate now, more than ever. Now it's more on Bayern Munich's terms more than ever now, because obviously we've got an injury. But I'm fairly happy with them two signings. I wasn't keen on de Ligt at the start, but when I look at it more, the price tag and the experience at such a young age still, and you know, he's still 24. And Mazraoui, when I look at him, he's can play on both flanks, very, very adaptable, comfortable on the ball. You know, I mean, he's still fairly young, 26 years old. It's not bad, to be honest with you, the two signings down there. But obviously, Bayern Munich now are playing hardball. They're like, yo, you man got Euro out for 3 months, pay the money. You know what I mean? United don't want to overspend. That's the key remit this season, not to overspend. Yeah, we did it a little bit with Euro.
I was going to say, bro, not to overspend.
No.
You've already done it.
A little bit with Euro, but the thing is with Euro, we had to do that because
whatever makes you sleep at night, bro.
Whatever
makes you sleep at night,
bro. Norwich were coming called. We couldn't really just pay, you know what I mean, 30 million. Like that wasn't going to be it, but. I'm not too shabby, man. I don't know what you guys think of de Ligt. Do you guys think de Ligt is washed, by the way? Do you guys rate de Ligt? Anyone not rate de Ligt here?
I don't think he's washed. No, I don't think he's washed at 24. We know what he did at Ajax. I don't think he's ever settled at a club since then and thought, yeah, you know, this is the guy to take it by the storm. I think people potentially overrated him a little bit. I don't think people thought that de Ligt was, you know, a bad centre-half, if I'm honest. But I think people went a bit crazy when he was at Ajax, and it was like, this is the guy that's going to be the next Tony Adams, the next John Terry, and I think we needed to calm him a little bit there. He hasn't really settled. I mean, Mo might know more, to be fair, when he's been watching more football with him than I have. I haven't seen a lot of him since he's left Ajax, of course. But for me, I think that if you can get some of the hype that was hyped up a few years ago back to him, you forget he's only 24, man. You think de Ligt's been around forever. Do you know what I mean? I just don't really understand why this deal's not done yet, Saeed. Like, for me, bruv, how is it taking this long? Like, you've been linked with him for at least 4 weeks now? 4 weeks now?
Yeah.
What is the hold-up? Like, if there's a green light, he wants to go, Bayern Munich want to sell him, Man United want him, Man United ain't gonna get this guy for 20 million. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna have to pay some
No.
money, and if they can go 40, 50 million or whatever it be, they want the player that badly. They're gonna have to pay it, aren't they? And I don't know what they've gone in with Mazraoui and with Ligt, but if it's been rejected, I imagine it's been a pretty pitiful bid. If Bayern Munich were actually willing to let them go, so I think they're going to be available for the right price. I don't think Mazraoui gets ahead of Dalot, if I'm honest with you. I actually rate Dalot. I think Dalot is one of your better players, if I'm honest with you. But I imagine the partnership of Ligt and Euro will be what they want. I don't know what that means for Lisandro Martinez. Does that mean he goes left back, or does it mean that they?
I think
my
Martinez will
understanding,
start.
just to clarify one thing that I think, from my understanding from reading the news in Germany, is that Bayern Munich were willing to sell him if they got Jonathan Tah, but Xabi Alonso wants to keep Jonathan Tah.
Yes.
So Bayern Munich said, you have to pay us what we want so we can go and replace the guy. In the beginning, they were okay with this. A lot of people don't know that these two deals were linked. Jonathan Tah from Bayer Leverkusen to Bayern Munich, and De Ligt goes to Man United, and the fee was agreed and everything. But then Bayer Leverkusen, I think they aren't letting Jonathan Tah, or just something happened. That is what my understanding. Just to clarify that situation, why Bayern Munich now aren't forced to sell at all. They said we're happy to keep the guy. If he wants to stay, he can stay because we don't have another defender. Just to clarify what happened.
Yeah, that's true though. I think Jonathan Tah was meant to go a while back, but for some reason he's still not gone as well. You know what I mean? He's still lurking around for some reason in the club. You know what I mean? At Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen want a certain fee as well. I don't know what that fee is though. Let me know in the chat what the fee is that they're looking for. But
Saeed, are you not concerned that this is another one of Ten Hag's whenever Ten Hag signed anyone from Ajax, they've bombed, is what I'm saying. So again, it's like, we've got Euro.
Didn't.
Okay, Lisandro, maybe not. But it almost feels like it's a revert back to type, which I believe Man United were coming away from. Let's just sign Dutch and people that have played under Ten Hag, because both Mazraoui and De Ligt have both played under him at Ajax, right? Is it not just a revert to type and let's just go get players Ten Hag knows, especially when you consider...
It's a great point.
Ajax Amsterdam Public School, yeah? Ajax Amsterdam Public School. It's right there.
You know, the thing is with me, obviously centre-backs now, the market, you know what I mean? There's a lot of centre-backs, but at the same time, you know what I mean? You've got you've got players that play the Portuguese league. You also got players like Marc Guehi now apparently is going to Newcastle, but he's going to cost you, 60-odd million? That's very, very, a lot of money for Marc Guehi. I think De Ligt, he's again another Ajax player, but I still think for me though, he's a sort of signing that I think a lot of clubs would have made at the time. You know what I mean? Still fairly young, experienced. Like, the manager knows him, but I still think this is his last kind of move now for me. Big club. Because he's now been at, if he comes to Man United, he's been at 5 big clubs now? Ajax, Juventus, Bayern Munich, and then Man United. So 4 big clubs is now going to be at. This is almost kind of his last hurrah, basically. So that's where my thing is like, you know what? This is his kind of like, almost kind of like, you know what? He has to make it work now here. So I like that kind of feeling of, you know what? He's going to have to prove himself at Man United. And he's not going to be a starter. Because obviously, you know what I mean? It depends on what the manager's doing now. But he's going to have to prove himself. Then when Lenny Yoro comes back from injury, they're going to fight for the spot. So I like that, the fact that there's going to be competition there. But for me, I still think he's a good enough player for the Premier League.
I see it the other way around completely, guys.
Yeah.
I don't like Mazraoui at all. I don't think he suits the Premier League. I think Man United getting rid of Wan-Bissaka.
In what sense?
I'm going to tell you, as much as I don't rate Wan-Bissaka, I think Wan-Bissaka has attributes that Diego Dalot doesn't have, which is the defensive attributes, the defensive abilities. And Mazraoui is weak defensively, and he isn't good going forward. I don't think Mazraoui is that good.
Going forward.
He's not. He's average. Dalot is levels ahead of him.
No, but see,
again, you're hyping a player because he's linked to Man United. Everyone at Ajax everyone at Bayern last season. Everyone at Bayern last season.
Did you watch him in Morocco?
Go ahead. Again, here comes the international. Oh, did you watch
him
in Morocco?
It's true.
And by the way, again with Morocco, he wasn't even that good with the national team. He was all right. You are hyping him. I'm telling you, I like the De Ligt deal. I like the De Ligt deal because I think De Ligt has the attributes to succeed in the Premier League. Big body, aggressive, can play next to Alessandro. I think it's a good deal. And with the price, the whatever, 40 million euros, right? Or 42 million euros, I think you can't go wrong with that deal. I think it's going to be a hit. Ligt. Mazraoui, though, I'm not sure what Man United see in Mazraoui. He's just going to be a squad player. They can go and improve. They need a left back. They are signing the player. And I'm quoting. Okay, I'm quoting. That's not Mo. That's just me quoting others. He's a versatile. He can play right back, left back. Why don't you go and get an actual left back if Malacia is not going to be fit? And why he doesn't have the defensive attributes to play at Man United?
You know, the thing is, right?
There's no left backs, you know. Where are they?
There is tons of left backs. What are you talking about? There's Nouri. There is Robbins. There is there is tons of left backs around in the world.
First of all,
we have to enter.
He's going to be a squad player for Man United, so he's only going to cost us 20 million. He's versatile. He's, for me, technically very, very sound in terms of he's good on the ball. He's good at inverting as well. He can play left and right. There's multiple reasons why Man United are trying to target him because of his adaptability. The fact that we are struggling on that left-hand side. Malacia has been out long-term. Luke Shaw's injured all the time. We don't really have a left-back that can play consistently. Yeah, his injury record is a concern. For 20 million, I don't think it's a bad deal. Again, he's going to be there, probably starting at the start of the season, depending on where Luke Shaw is fit or not. And he's going to be playing left-back. And he can invert as well. And I know a lot of people...
You're basically replacing him with Wan-Bissaka, aren't you? Like Wan-Bissaka,
yeah, basically, yeah. We're going to replace him with
Wan-Bissaka. And Mazraoui is going to come
on the right.
I don't think it's bad.
I wouldn't take Mazraoui. But to be honest with you guys, for me, I wouldn't take Mazraoui at my club. I wouldn't.
Yeah, because
I haven't seen him enough. I would take
the Ligt.
Most teams adamant. Most teams adamant. I haven't seen him enough.
Bro. He's not that good. He's not. He's average. He's an
would he get in the squad though? Would he be a good addition for Man United's squad, not first team?
Yeah, but the problem is the problem is Dan, as he said, he might be starting in the beginning of the season.
Did you see him against Saka, by the way? He locked off Saka, in the Champions League was it quarterfinals. He had a very good World Cup with Morocco. They went to the semi-finals. He played left back. He played a key role in that team that played left back. I think he played most games at left back. You know what I mean? This brother is very, very competent on the ball technically. Like in this day and age now, 20 million for a guy that could play multiple positions and is good on the ball and is technical enough. I think it's a no-brainer for me for Man United to go and get him. I don't see why, Mo, you're coming in with this kind of almost like...
I don't like him. You know what I mean? I don't like him. I like the Ligt. I like the Chelsea deal. Euro deal is expensive, but at the end, you got the player. By the way, I have been... From day one, you're linked to Mazraoui. I am saying Mazraoui is not good enough for Manchester United. I've been saying the same thing, and people can vouch for me. For now, over 2 weeks now, when you've been linked to the guy, I don't like this deal. And yeah, it's cheap and everything, but come on, you need to improve a little bit of the place. We have seen you last season struggle to have a left back, right? Mazraoui might come in and play 25 games. He's not a squad player anymore. That is the problem with Man United. We keep repeating that buzzword. Squad player. He's coming a squad player. But if you have Malacia, who's always injured since last season, and Luke Shaw's always injured, that means you aren't signing a squad player. It's the same as Arsenal. I'm going to give you an example. Sorry, Joe. It's example as Arsenal sign a DM and say, he's a squad player for Thomas Partey. But Thomas Partey was injured. That means you aren't signing a squad player. You are signing someone that most likely might get enough game time. There is a difference in a squad player that someone that cover Dallo, who's always available, that's someone that cover both sides. He might not be a squad player. He might be someone who plays most games out of Luke Shaw and Malacia.
Yes.
So it's not a squad player anymore.
No, but the thing is, he's obviously right now the manager's favoring Luke Shaw at left back. But obviously, Luke Shaw's injury record would suggest that he's not going to play every game. You then got Dalot, who's only going to be our only right back if Wan-Bissaka leaves. So he's then cover for Wan-Bissaka, Dalot on that right-hand side. And he's also potentially a start on that left-hand side. He's good enough for... Listen, this is a guy that, by the way, was starting some games at Bayern Munich. You know what I mean? We're talking about a bad player here. We're talking about a guy who came from Ajax system, played well in the Ajax team that was so good under Ten Hag, and then now play for Bayern Munich at a consistent basis. So,
do you know what's mad though, Said? I think you'll get another left back as well. You know, I think you'll actually.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
I think you will. I think you basically replace Wan-Bissaka with Mazraoui. You get the Ligt, and it looks like you get Euro. And I think you will probably do. I don't think you can rely on Malacia and Luke Shaw again, man. I think
there's a young lad though you were just talking about off air, Potsy, right?
Go on.
The young lad you were talking about, is it Hamas or what was his
Oh yeah,
name?
Hamas. Yeah, Hamas.
Long way off
ready,
yet?
I don't think he's ready. I doubt
Diallo.
I doubt he's ready.
No.
I doubt he's ready.
No, I'm kidding.
All right, okay.
Well, I think people can just add this Man United hate that Mo has. This is what it is. That's another one.
I don't get it.
Mazraoui's going to be bad. That's what it is, isn't it, Mo?
I think when you understand the context, right, of Mazraoui's signing, he's just a competent player to step in. Like I said to you, 20 million low cost. I think you get high reward. Is that kind of signing where it's 20 million? 20 million in this day and age, bro. What is 20 million? Let's be honest, man. Like it's peanuts, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it might be for some other clubs, but 20 million in this market, you know what I mean? For a player that can play at both sides, technically good, played in the highest level for most of his career, played for Morocco and played it and took them to the semi-finals. You know what I mean? Like locked off Saka last season of the Champions League. You know what I mean, bro? Like a lot of people will see him as maybe a signing that, you know what? It's an underrated signing. Well, fair play. I reckon come October, November, you're looking at Mazraoui thinking, you know what? 20 million weren't a bad signing, you know, for Mazraoui. You know what I mean? I'm telling you now, people will be looking at that more often. I'm telling you now. You'll see. Maybe if we go and get, like I say, another midfielder for like 70 million, we actually say we ended up paying 70 million for Ugarte, yeah. That's the sort of signing
for Ugarte, bro.
And I'm saying if we did, and it didn't work out well, I can say to you, you know what? You've got every right to come on and say you're paying 70 million for Guehi, for 20 million for what's his name? For Mazraoui. I don't think it's something that we should be.
But that's my point. I am not talking about the price tag. I'm with Dan. You need an actual fullback, like a starting fullback somehow to come at Man United. This hell of Luke Shaw.
Started mostly.
Luke Shaw here? 2016 Luke Shaw, guys. Luke Shaw. I've been at the club since 2016, if I'm not mistaken. 16.
In the Bundesliga last season.
16, bro.
He played 19 games last season in the Bundesliga. He played 8 games in the Champions League. Bro, this guy's, listen, he's not just, you know, like he's been playing some games, you know, in the Champions League, you know, in the Eredivisie, 93 times. Bundesliga, 38 games he's played over, I think. How long has he been there?
19 games, 25 games the season before.
You know, this
and
is
then 19 games, 13 games.
They got Kimmich and Davies. So for him to get into that team, it's going to be very, very difficult because they're starters, right? You know what I'm saying to you? So he's actually played not that bad games, you know what I mean? When you actually look at his actual games, he's actually played a lot of games, you know what I mean? For the player who...
But Ligt is the guy, to be honest. I'm looking at Ligt. It's a shame that Lenioro got injured.
Yeah, it's a very, very big shame. Big shame, man. Yeah, I mean, it is.
I feel sorry for the kid, to be honest. Like,
man.
How would that have worked? Like, obviously, I'm assuming it'd have been Lisandro and Ligt still, and then just bedding Euro in, right? Like,
yeah.
That was the plan.
That was the plan.
But Man United fans think otherwise. They think Lenioro 18 will come and start in the Premier League.
No.
They think they sign
he's
Saliba.
ready.
Why would
Eddie Euro for me is ready to be starting in the Premier League. I think, for me personally.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
52 million. You've got to be. You can't pay 52 million and go one day you'll be ready.
I don't know if you've watched him. Have you watched Eddie Euro?
No, look at how.
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yeah,
have you?
In Lille. Look at the blueprint. Yeah, the blueprint is Saliba.
All right.
The blueprint is Saliba.
In the Conference League as well, when he was in the Conference League as well.
Do you know what, right? The blueprint is Saliba on how to deal with these young centre-backs, right? And he was sent out on loan, and Arsenal fans were begging for this guy to be in the squad long before he actually got put in the squad and played. And now look at him. So I think to say Euro's ready and was ready straight off the bat, I think it's a little bit too soon.
But also, that's why we're buying 2 centre-backs. That's why we're buying 2 centre-backs.
Yeah, of course.
We're good at it. If like I said,
there's another problem here for the centre-back position. Harry Maguire.
Yeah. Sandro gets injured a lot as well, right?
Yeah, he gets injured a lot. You can't rely on Lisandro Martinez. This is what I'm saying.
Harry Maguire is there. People forget that Harry Maguire is still there.
Maguire, the choices for me will be Maguire, Lisandro, Evans, Euros.
You're ranking them. You're ranking them or no? Can you rank them again?
course.
Okay, can you rank them? Okay, hold on. I want you to rank your center backs if you sign the Ligt.
So I would start Lenny.
Your perspective and the manager's perspective. Go ahead.
So I would have started Lenny Euro and Lisandro.
All right.
Okay, I would have. De Ligt would have been the third choice. If one of them gets injured, and then it would have been Maguire, and then it would have been Evans fifth.
All right.
So that would be.
You're not putting De Ligt on the bench.
Nah, how much are you spending on De Ligt?
Same, but this is what we have to do, though.
They're not spending as much as Euro at all. They're spending way less than Euro.
Where's Calafiori? Where's Timber, then, man? Where's Timber going to play?
Would you take this, Saeed? Would you take Lisandro as a left back?
No, I don't think I would want to.
He played there for Ajax, didn't he?
No, I think for me, don't get me wrong. He's technical enough to play there, but I worry about. I don't know, man. I just worry about him kind of. Sometimes he can be a bit too aggressive and leave his space in behind. Centre back's perfect for him, very, very much perfect. But he can play there, but we haven't seen it happen, and there's probably a reason why we haven't seen it happen there. But listen, when people say, "Oh, but you got so many centre backs," listen, Arsenal have got Timber, Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu. They're all Ben White. That's 6 centre backs.
You're jealous, Saeed.
I think you're short of centre backs. I think this notion that Man United have overload on the centre back. I think Man United are short on the centre back. People forget that Harry Maguire isn't competent. People forget that Johnny Evans is 56 years old. People forget that.
Yeah, he's 37.
Same age as more, man. He's same age as more.
Yeah, same age as more. You know what I mean?
Bro, people forget these. People say, "Oh, you have 5 centre backs."
He's not bad though.
Two of them actually aren't even. 2 of them shouldn't be even in the picture. One of them, Man United publicly said they want to sell the guy. Harry Maguire.
Yeah, Harry Maguire, but he wants to stay, man. Because you know why he wants to stay? You know why he wants to stay, though?
Of course he wants to stay.
Because I feel for me, he knows that there's going to be an injury crisis at Man United. So he's licking his lip thinking, you know what? I'm available. Yeah, Lindelof is there, but nobody's coming in for Lindelof, which is a bit concerning. We need to ship him.
Lindelof.
He's terrible, man. He's awful,
terrible.
Man.
He needs to be shipped up.
Mourinho want to sign Lindelof.
Yeah, Mourinho.
Yeah, but the money. But Man United, for some reason, overinflating the values of their players. Like Scott McTominay, they thought they're going to get 40, and Fulham should say, "Oh, he's 20. That's all we can do for you."
Yeah.
Like Lindelof, Mourinho is like, here's 6 million. Man United wants like 12 or 15.
Yeah. I think with
Wan-Bissaka as well.
When I look at McTominay, how much do you reckon he's worth? Because United want 30 million. Would you say he's worth? How much would you say he's worth?
In this day and age, 25 million. 25 million.
25 million.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Man. Listen, you might say, he's not great on the ball, but he scores goals, you know what I mean? And he dragged Ten Hag out a lot of the mud, a lot of the mud last season.
I think he comes in and gives 110%, man. I think he's the sort of player that if you had to keep in the squad, I wouldn't be like crying about it if I was Man United. Obviously, you want to upgrade him.
Yeah,
if you end up like keeping him as a squad player, he gives 110%. He's one of those guys that comes in and does the job. I don't like him, wouldn't want him. I can see why a team like Fulham might want him and think that he'd do a good job there. I don't think he's going to take Man United anywhere, but as a squad player, I think he's fine. But if you're going to try and get money for him, he's going to be between 20 and 25. I think that's what he's worth anyway.
He's not a bad player
Do you know my point? My problem with
it's the expectation of Man United.
My problem with this guy is that I don't think McTominay starts for any team of the top 12, 15 teams at all.
The top who? Top 15?
Even one team.
Top 15. Nah, he just start maybe.
Well, that's harsh, Mo.
I don't know.
Why? Give me the team. Tell me the team and I'll tell you the midfielders. He doesn't start for Fulham. He doesn't start for Fulham. Is he better than Fulham?
He'll start for Fulham now. Paulini's gone, man.
Paulini's gone.
But the guy is not a defensive midfielder. He's absolutely atrocious. He's
more of a late box arriving late in the box.
Exactly. That's it. Off the bench, and that's it.
Mo is so funny.
Come on, man.
He's not good. He's just a player. He might start for Forest, though. Forest, maybe Burnley.
For Brentford.
Burnley in the Championship.
Yeah, maybe it's up with Burnley, like something like that. Maybe he can go to Leeds and start. Maybe.
More, he's not a bad player. It's expectation at Manchester.
I'm going to tell you
United.
what is he good at? What is he good at again?
For me, I reckon his best attribute is arriving late. Scoring goals.
He's better than Lampard at arriving late into the box.
In this day and age, you cannot have a player starting in the Premier League because his attributes arriving late in the box. You just can't.
Yeah, but
you're playing with 10 men. You're playing with 10 men until he arrives late in the 18.
But then you've got players who are so like they're technical on the ball, but they don't really do much. Just passive kind of side to side players who don't really have much about them. You know what I'm saying? Like let's.
So where do you think his level is more then? Really?
Where do you think his level is? Yeah,
Nottingham Forest, to be honest. Forest maybe off the bench for Fulham when they're losing. Maybe off the bench for Palace when they're losing. I don't think he starts for Palace, in my opinion. Let me just think. I don't know about the Leicester. I don't know about the teams that came from the Championship as much, to be honest with you. But the problem with McTominay is that
you're doing too much, man.
He's not good on the ball. He does at Man United. He's someone who hides, and all Man United fans know that. He doesn't come to get the ball because he's scared to lose it and look bad. He doesn't create angles for his teammates, right? And he doesn't know how to pass, right? He's not good at passing. All what he's good at is he's a long guy on the pitch, big guy, runs late to the 18, maybe gets you a goal. Bravo, you saved Ten Hag 3 points. That's all he did last season. But in terms of quality of a footballer, I think he got none. Billy Gilmore is levels above the guy. Levels above the guy.
Technically, yeah, I say technically he's better. But like I said to you, now in the league, the people want goals. People want to see, you know what I mean? They want to see a guy who is different to the players. Because I feel like for me, Billy Gilmore's good, yeah, but there's a few Billy Gilmores in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Like there is. You have to be different, man. And that's what Scott McTominay does give you. He gives you something a little bit more different. Something
that hype in McTominay.
I'm not. Listen, we need to get him sold. Of course I'm going to hype him up. Are you mad? But listen, guys, please like the video, people, man. Get these likes up, man. It helps the channel grow massively. Helps the algorithm at a minute. You know what I'm saying? So please hit the like button if you can. A couple of super chats have come in. What do you think of Tottenham? Well, we'll talk about Tottenham in a second. But yeah, Dan Potts will know. Mazraoui's injury issue is his injury record is shit. Yeah, that's true.
Fitting at Man United.
Man United. Yeah, maybe he gets a Euro winning 8. Ask Arsenal. A bus ticket is worth more than McTominay. But yeah, Tottenham Hotspur. Just going back on this one, they are linked with Solanke, and I don't. But I've seen a lot of Tottenham fans online saying that they don't really think Solanke's great and they're a bit underwhelmed. And I'm like, who do you think you are, man, guys? Like, when did Tottenham think that they're you know what I mean? Like they're an important club looking down on.
Where have you been, Said? How long? Where have you been, man?
I don't know, man. I feel like they've lost Harry Kane, yeah, and now they're just thinking of punching up. Like, Jenna, I know you got a show later on here with Tobes, and I want you to press him about this because I feel like for me, Dominic Solanke is a perfect fit for Spurs. I really do. Like, generally, like if they don't get Dominic Solanke alongside what they've got already, I think it's a good move. Right age, you know. I think it fit perfectly with Tottenham, you know, and he could get you goals in the Premier League. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know. What are you guys thinking of Dominic Solanke, man?
Dominic Solanke in here. I think he's good, man. I think he's starting to fulfill potential. Obviously, there was a few from Liverpool that went to Bournemouth. I remember, like the likes of Jordan Ibe and all that sort of stuff. And it looked a bit of a like Liverpool had pulled the pants down at the time. But obviously, I think he's really good, man. I don't see it as being a bad signing at Spurs at all. I mean, who's playing there at the minute? Like people are mentioning, who is it? Richarlison?
The worst striker in the Premier League.
Who?
Richarlison.
Yeah, well, there you go then. That's what I thought you meant Solanke then, but I was saying like Solanke's gonna start ahead of Richarlison, isn't he? And they need someone to find the back of the net. So yeah, look outside of Watkins. Did English strikers did any score more goals than him? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So
only Watkins scored 65 million. Listen, in the market when you look at it right now. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think. Would you have to pay for that? I don't think you'd have to pay that.
Yeah, they want more than this.
Do you think
they want more? Shit.
No way.
Okay, the problem is, I think this one is right. It's only for a list of clubs. This is available. I'm not sure if Spurs are in that or not. Do you guys think 65 is decent for Dominic Solanke?
I think it's decent, man.
I think it's high. Is that bad?
It's high, yeah, but bro, he's Premier League proven, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
He's someone who's been in the Premier League. He's not, like I said to you, we got Hoyler for 72 million, yeah, but we're buying an unknown potential.
I would go for Tony for 40 million pounds.
That's what I'd do, Mo.
Tony, yeah, you can
That's
do.
What I'd do, Mo. 100%.
Solanke with me would suit their system better, man, because he's gonna drag.
I like Solanke, but I think Tony
He's a bit
Cooking
more
this team.
mobile than Tony, I think, for me. Solanke's a bit
Yeah.
more mobile. He
Yeah.
drags the defenders. You know what I mean? I think Tony,
I think Tony all round, he brings more to his
Tony
game
all
all
round,
round.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But with Solanke, you're going to get a guy who's going to stretch the defense, who's going to get in behind and cause a bit of havoc. And I'm looking at the Tottenham system and I'm like, that suits Tottenham a lot more for me. You know what I mean? But who knows? I
Can I
don't
put
know.
out a statement? Tony or Solanke to Spurs, they're favorites for top 4.
Nah, not for me.
Why not?
Who is?
Because I feel like there's still more holes in the team, man.
You're gonna say United,
The
won't
balance
you?
is a bit wrong. They don't really have a DM. I think they need to sort out that midfield kind of dynamic in there. I know they got Archie Gray and whatnot, but I still think that's so.
They got Archie Gray, they got Bissouma, they got Saar, they got Bentancur, and they got Madison, they got Kulusevski, they got Son. They signed a striker. The problem with Spurs is the depth. They don't have a right back.
Yeah, they don't have a squad as well.
They
Yeah,
have never. Udogie is only the left back and Ben Davis, and they don't have centre back. They have 3 centre backs. I think they need a right back to cover for when Emerson Real goes. In the midfield, I think Bissouma, Saar, Bentancur, Madison. You might need another midfielder. But I think Spurs.
Didn't they sign a new youngster?
And they got Archie Gray as well. I'm not sure. Maybe Joe can educate me on this. I don't know. Archie Gray is too young for me to compete in the Premier League on a first team for a team that challenges for top 4. I don't know a lot, right? He's still too young for me to do that. But I think if they get a striker, bro, they created a lot of chances. This guy, Richarlison, is a bum. He's atrocious, bro. He's horrendous. Yeah. They get a striker like a Tony or a Solanke with the creativity they have. I think they favor for top 4.
They need another winger as well for me because they've got Brennan Johnson, who ain't for me. Kulusevski, who's hot and cold, and that's about it, isn't it? Richarlison and
Son and Solomon.
So I read that Kulusevski and Brennan Johnson have been smashing it in pre-season. Is that not true? I know it's only pre-season.
I hear that Spurs smash it every pre-season if you talk to Tottenham players. You know what I mean?
Who's the young Swedish guy they've just bought?
Bergvall,
Is he ready? I don't know.
But didn't they buy a Korean guy? Didn't they buy a new Korean guy?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Ying Man or something. Yeah, they've got some other guy. Like, I don't know much about either of them. They keep talking about Mickey Moore, who's 16, who's supposed to be like the best next thing. I haven't seen him, but Tottenham fans are saying that he's going to be quality. But let's be real. Spurs are just Spursy, innit? Like, it don't really matter who they buy. They ain't going to win anything because it's Spurs. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
Ange Postecoglou, one style of football, it ain't going to work, in my opinion, because they just get caught out with a high line. And if that don't change, then Spurs are going to be Spurs. Now, Spurs definitely need depth because actually their first 11 ain't bad. If you look at their first 11, you think, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But after that, it don't matter who gets injured. They've got nothing other than Dragushin as cover for Romero. That's it. Like, I don't know, man. I ain't seen enough from Spurs yet to see that they're serious, in my opinion. But, maybe I'm biased because I can't stand them.
I did see they're going to struggle this season. My prediction was that I think Tottenham struggle next season. I really do. Second season, and I thought towards the end, I started to see a little bit of complacency from Ange's system, you know what I mean, and whatnot. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I think for me, they might struggle next year, especially with Europa League as well. Thursday, Sunday. I don't think they've got a squad capable of doing that. So let's see, man. Let's see. And yeah.
So you think Spurs will struggle, but United won't?
No, United could do struggle, but I think for me, the excuses are that you must. I don't care. You must get third this season. United must get third this season, man.
Third?
Yes.
Third.
Wow. Yes.
Ahead of Liverpool.
Man. Liverpool who have not signed anyone. Who have lost.
This was not your channel would have kicked you out.
Say, don't sleep on Liverpool, man, honestly.
Listen, I don't care what Liverpool are doing. I think for me, they've not signed anyone.
What are you talking about? Hold on. Let me get this straight. Is that because there's two things, because I spoke to Ahmed. Do you think this is what you should target, or you think this is what the real expectation should be? Can I just understand that, because there's difference here?
Yeah, well, I for me want United to finish third this season, win the Europa League. That's the target, United this season.
But you don't think this is realistic, though, or do you think this is realistic?
I love the Europa League, Carabao Cup. Just we'll take a couple of them as well.
Hold on. I want to understand what is he coming from, because I get what he's saying. I said that, I said that on other channels. I said his third season is being backed. He got signing. That's fine.
To be sacked by Christmas, and Van Nistelrooy will be in charge.
Hold on, Joe. But that's I get where Said is coming from. But do you think that should be actually the target, Said?
Yes.
Realistically.
Yes.
It's
a third season, man.
You guys have an agenda against him. No, you have an agenda against him.
If I said, United finished 5th, in their third season, you lot would have been like, oh my days, how?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
It's true.
You're right. But you're right. But you ask any rational person about the real predictions and the real expectations, no one will put United a third.
Oh, that's rivals. That's rivals to think that.
No, that's even your fan base. What are you talking about?
I think. Okay. You know what it's about? You know what's magic about the Premier League? Yeah, 3rd and 4th are the same. I don't know why we gas up 3rd and 4th. Like they're just the same. Look at the way last season. Where did Villa finish and Liverpool? How many points did they finish ahead of each other? Does anybody know?
No,
Let me just check right now. Because when you look at it, I don't know why people get so mad about 3rd and 4th.
If you finish 6th, it can actually get a star, and someone should.
No. This season, right? Last season, Aston Villa.
What are you talking about?
It was actually Liverpool finished 3rd. Was it Liverpool finished 3rd?
Yeah.
Yes. Liverpool definitely finished 3rd.
So it wasn't okay. There was a bit of a jump, to be fair, but Aston Villa. It's only because Aston Villa ended up towards the end, kind of moving away.
But Saeed, I don't think you'll even get 4th. That's a stretch.
Oh, you don't
That's the point.
4th?
No.
Okay.
4th.
Yeah, Man United. No.
How'd you have the top 4, Joe?
Man. I don't care. Honestly, guys.
How'd you have the top 4?
The three from last year.
Yeah, and Villa.
I don't know about Villa. We'll have to wait and see because they've got Champions League. They've got Champions League to contend with, so it's going to be an issue. But I suppose Man United are in that bracket of clubs that could be, but Newcastle might come good again. No Europe for them this time around. Obviously, you've got Spurs in there as well. I'm not on Enzo and Chelsea. To be honest, I'm not on Man United while Ten Hag's there, so it won't be either of them two. So take your pick out of the rest, but I don't think Man United will get top 4.
I agree with you. I'm going with Newcastle.
Yeah.
Honestly, 1 game a week. They've kept their best players. They're signing Marc Guehi. They're getting Sven Botman back. They've got Joe Linton back. They've got Tonali back. They've kept Bruno Gomares. They've kept Isak. They've got Harvey Barnes. They've got Anthony Gordon if they keep him and he don't go Liverpool. I think Newcastle with a couple of signings, I think they'll get top 4, man. I really do. Yeah. 1 game a week.
This signing, by the way, that Marc Guehi, that's a top signing for them.
Yeah, it is.
100%.
I don't think Daniel Levy will spend the 70 million valuation on Marc Guehi, bro. Sorry, is that Newcastle? They're not going to spend 70 million on Marc Guehi, guys.
They will.
Yeah,
I think they are negotiating with Malik Siao. They are negotiating with Malik Siao, 35 million euros from AC Milan. This is what they're trying to do.
Ornstein's reported they're going for Guehi just a couple of hours ago, no?
Yeah, a couple of hours ago. Reported Guehi.
And people say Marc Guehi is overrated. He's not. I can see it in the chat. Man. He was phenomenal at the Euros. He was great at Palace. He's just getting stronger and stronger. Put him in a better side, be even better. I think Guehi's top side.
They're the first team to hold top.
24, man.
There's a lot of clubs were interested in him. I think United were interested. I think other clubs were interested in him, but it looks like...
But I think someone reported they want 70 million pounds with a bulk of payment up front, bro.
When you look at it, though, Sven Botman, he costs, 30 million? Looking at Van der Ven, how much did Van der Ven cost?
About something similar.
Is it Van der Ven? How much did he sign for? Van der Ven?
You got to remember 25, 30, I don't know, something like that.
Maybe you know what I mean? So, Calafiori, how much did he cost?
42 million.
33.
42
pounds.
So,
total deal. 42 million euros, I thought.
You know what it is, though, man? You can say it's a lot of money here, but when you look at his English as well, he's young, he's in the English squad as well. I don't know. I genuinely think for me, it might sound a lot, but he's not a player that is rubbish, innit? You get me? He's probably worth about 50. But
Saeed, Newcastle could get 10 years out of him.
Yeah,
10 years, exactly.
You know what I mean? So he's 24. He'll be a mainstay now in that England setup as well. Facts on the left-hand side. Maguire won't get that place back, or I don't see anyone coming through unless Branthwaite or whatever. But I think for me, the price that they're going to pay anywhere between, I wouldn't say 80, but 70 is probably inflated, but 50, 60 million for someone like Guehi's class. And then obviously Yeah, I think it's a great signing for Newcastle as well.
Yeah,
too.
7
Me
million.
too.
Much.
I fancy him to have a good year, man.
Yeah.
I think Newcastle even I think Newcastle is better than a lot of teams. People are sleeping on him because they had a lot of injuries last season. But people forget that Tonali is back.
Watch, because now they only got one game a week, and Newcastle.
Everyone will struggle about Man United. Everyone.
No, I'm saying they're gonna do well. They're gonna do well, Newcastle. Look at this guy, man.
Okay, they won't.
Well, most funny, man. But my thing is, with United, with Newcastle, though, I think they'll do well next year. They're gonna keep Bruno Gomes. They're gonna keep most of their team. You know what I mean? They've added a couple in there, so if they can keep Gordon in there, I don't know what the latest with Gordon is, but if they can keep a lot of their team together,
I don't think they're gonna sell Gordon because I think Liverpool owners are cheap, bro. They aren't.
They won't pay for Gordon what they need.
Bro, they won't pay the 81 million pounds for him.
Oh, 81.
It'll be a lot.
They want 80 million. They valued him at 70 million when they needed to fix their PSR.
Bro, this is crazy.
See the thing with Gordon as well.
Why it's crazy? Why?
Yeah,
80 million is a lot of money, though, for Gordon.
Why? He's the best left winger in the league last season, wasn't he?
Best player.
And they bought him for 45. So how much money do you want them to make?
The league last season.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Factually, yeah.
What, ahead of?
You won't find the name. That's a problem.
Man.
We did shows about this.
Struggle.
We tried.
The
thing is as well, Gordon this season.
No. In the league last season, I didn't think there was any left winger that was better than him. In the league, everyone was struggling. Rashford was struggling. Martinelli was struggling. Even Doku was in and out of the team. Grealish was struggling. He was actually the most consistent left winger in the league last season.
I rate
yeah, and they spent, and also people think 80 million as well. They spent 45 million on him. How much do you think they should get for him?
Yeah.
It's just, for me, I'm talking about Newcastle. They bought a guy from Everton. He was their best performer last season with Isak. He was the best left winger in the league. He's 21. He's from Liverpool. How much do you think they should charge? 60 million? So all this development is not worth 15 million.
You know what as well, more? After the Euros debacle and him not playing in that, I think this because he's actually, like, in terms of when you see interviews, his mentality is different as well, like compared to most footballers. Yeah. And I think this season he'll be even better after what happened in the Euros because he'll feel he'll have a point to prove. I think Anthony Gordon's going to absolutely smash it this season. So why are Newcastle?
He's 23. Someone corrected me in the chat. Yeah, sorry, he's 23.
Still though, he's young, prime age.
He's still young. To be honest with you, like I'm looking at the left winger market. There is Neto, injury prone. Gordon isn't.
He's right winger.
But Neto for me is great, but he's injured. People think Eze is a left winger. He's not a left winger. Eze is a left midfielder. He isn't a left winger. He's not a touchline winger. Come on, like I think.
How's Slot going to set them up? Because is there a shout for Diaz? Even a Gakpo though? Will he play Gakpo on the left hand side?
He will play Gakpo. He will. The starting lineup. This is what they said. It will be Jota, Gakpo, and Salah. The problem is he keeps saying this Liverpool team that you see is not the setup. He literally stated that in 2 press conferences. This guy, he said, "I don't have a striker, so I need to set up with a number of 10s on the team." Wow. He doesn't have it. They're not back from the internationals.
They're not back yet.
So he said, "I don't have a striker." So even though they looked good against Arsenal, he said, I still need to work with the strikers.
Wow.
So it might be completely changed the setup completely. Anyway, if he starts with Darwin Núñez again, come on.
Bro.
You know they're not going anywhere.
You know, this is what I'm saying. I think there's a lot to work out at Liverpool. That's why I'm saying United should find a way of finishing above them, you know what I mean? So who knows? Liverpool, you know what's bad? Yeah, Liverpool could go either way, yeah. They could have an absolute brilliant start and everyone starts gassing up Slot. Or Slot finds it very, very difficult to manage the front three and work out his best team, best midfield as well, because they've got a couple of players in there. I think Harvey Elliott, this should be the season where he should break through. But is he going to?
He's been having a great start though in pre-season, right? I've already been playing him in false 9 and all sorts.
Yeah. So there's a lot to work out. And like I said, if he goes a bad result, if he goes a bad little form, everyone's going to be like, "Oh man, bring back Klopp, miss Klopp," and da. So listen, let's see. But so far, I've been impressed by their football. Their football's quite good, though, man. Yeah. The way they play out from the back and the way they play football, you know what I mean? Bias aside, I think for me, he's got a bit more about him. You know what I mean?
What's going to happen at your place? Because how long's Højlund out for, Saeed?
6 weeks.
So is it going to be Xerxes leading the line?
Xerxes, yeah, leading the line, but we need another striker. Maybe get
and Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney, yeah, 40 million.
They're gonna put in. I have a thing that I think Ivan Toney will leave Brentford at the end. Brentford will find someone to come in, and Ivan Toney will leave. Will he go Man United? He might. He might go Man United.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Chelsea in the batshit club.
Oh yeah. What's going on at Chelsea, man? By the way, keep liking the video. Let's get the likes up to 400 likes, guys. We're not even on 300 yet, so please, everyone, right now, stop what you're doing. Hit the like button. Free to do so.
Disgrace.
And yeah, big up to everyone watching.
Disgrace.
Disgrace, isn't it, man? It's crazy, man.
Disgrace. Another Shalaba situation.
Yeah,
bro. Another Shalaba situation. Disrespecting because they spent wrong, bro. Because they keep spending the money, they want to sell the guy. Anyway, to be honest with you, I was just talking about this. He should just tell them, I'm all right. I'm leaving on a free next season. You aren't making any money off me. Go F yourself.
Yeah. I don't get it though, man. What is it with them, like, in terms of their players? Like, they do this like a lot, you know. They said what happened last summer. You know, is it just a Chelsea way? Like, it's a case of he disrespected Chelsea as well. There's a lot of Chelsea fans saying that he's disrespected the club by not.
Because this is the Chelsea way. Even their fans behave like that towards players that they should have a lot more respect for. I know this will trigger the chat, but this is a guy who's a Cobham graduate who's come all the way through. He's captained your team last season, and he's being treated like an absolute mug. But because this is the Chelsea way, i.e., fire and siren, we're ruthless, we're this. The fans are also like that. I just think, listen, for me, that it stinks. Like, it surely cannot work. Like, it surely cannot work. I seen a tweet the other day where they've spent like 100 and odd million on goalkeepers alone, man.
200, mate.
200 and odd. It's mad. It is mad.
Can a Chelsea fan, can someone just
of how not to run a football club?
Yeah,
this is 100%. A case study of how not to do it. And Chelsea fans, they don't accept it. Oh, we're going to be back. We're going to be back. You come 12th, you come 6th. You finally come 6th. You sack your manager. You're starting again with the Leicester manager. I mean, come on, God. What is happening here? This is an absolute shambles of a football club. Now look at the academy players. You look at Chalobah. You look at Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount. They've got rid even longer back than that. They've never, ever treated their academy well. Never. They've got the best academy, or one of, if the whole of England and all of their players have gone. See you later. We're not interested. Whether it's Tariq Lamptey, whether it's Nathan Aki, whether it's Marc Guehi, spoken about, Marc Guehi, whether it's Livramento, whether it's Tammy Abraham, whether it's bloody, there's loads. There's absolutely loads when you think about it. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, all these guys that have come through, they're like, nah, just get rid. See you later, and they'll go and buy them. This is, for me, embarrassing. Now, if they go and get an Osimhen and they go and get some ready-made players, I might look at it a bit differently. They go and get a ready-made goalkeeper. They go and get a centre-half. They go get a proper striker and a left winger. Chelsea could quite easily be back. But they're buying Marc Guehi up front. They've got the Villarreal 22-year-old goalkeeper. They just bought another 18-year-old goalkeeper from Genk. I have no idea what they're doing at Chelsea. And you know the best thing about it, right? LB said this to me. He said, you've just won the Champions League in 2021. Right? You're Thomas Tuchel. And then the Chelsea owner comes in and goes, here you go, mate. Where's 1.5 billion? Finish 12th. Try and do it. It's going to be hard, but try and do it. And they've gone, yeah, we'll do it. And somebody has actually finished 12th, spending 1.5 billion. This is an absolute shambles of a club. Listen, I'm here for it. I hope it continues. It's beautiful to watch, right? But Chelsea fans, I think they're actually more deluded than the Arsenal fan base at times. Like, I've had a lot of like fights with my fan base with how deluded some of them have been. But my God, Chelsea are so deluded. It is crazy. They are happy with this. They're like, Dewsbury Hall, this is going to get good. Look at this Maresca ball. I'm really buzzing for this. And I'm thinking, the geezers nearly threw a 14-point lead away, Joe?
Bigger than that, mate. Away. Bigger than that. I think
17, then whatever it was. Yeah. I don't know what Chelsea are doing. I think their ownership are a mess. And listen, maybe I'll be proved wrong. But no.
But I want to ask people something. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, but we offered him a contract. How much wages did you offer him? And do you know why I called it disgrace?
No, by the way, he's not on a lot, at Chelsea.
But hold on. Let me tell you why it's a disgrace, I think, from a Chelsea point of view. You're going to offer kids and offer Caicedos and Enzos that 7 years and the 8 years and the death row contracts. And you're going to your academy graduates, offer him a 2 year plus 1 year. And you're saying, oh, but you decline the contract. I think the contract offer, I don't know how much is the wages, but if the wages is the same in the same bracket of Enzos and Caicedos, you're disrespecting your graduate. You're disrespecting the player because you're offering everyone else a 7 and 8 year contract. And you're going to this guy, offer him a 2 year contract. You're disrespecting him. And when he declines it, but he declined our offer. You already disrespected the guy. By offering him only 2 years. While everyone else has this 7, 8 years. You're literally telling him, we don't want you. We're only offering you 2 years.
And let's be honest, they were actively trying to sell him more. They were actively trying to sell him to Spurs and stuff. They were basically saying exit. So now, because it works for Chelsea, it's like, oh no, you've got to accept this. He's going to go, well, nah, fuck you. I don't have to. I'm going to do it.
Here you go. Winter Surfer. It's exactly this. It was on par with other midfielders, but only 2 years. So why would the guy accept it if you're offering the other mugs 8 years?
Let me see.
Where's proven? He's an England international.
I'll say in the link. Message me. I'll say in the link because I want to hear the Chelsea perspective. So, Winter Surfer, if you got me on WhatsApp, message me. I got a Conor Gallagher fanboy, by the way. Big up to Jiba. Because what did I tell you? Saying I'm ashamed to be a Chelsea fan. They're terrified of the prospect that Gallagher will be our best midfielder again this season. We need a transfer ban immediately. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Conor Gallagher fan right there, Jimbo. He's always been backing him, to be fair. He's always been backing him. You know what I mean? And see what he's saying. But
it is what it is. But listen, 2 years contract is a disgrace, bro.
There has to be something on Gallagher's part because, again, you know what I mean? The club would have offered him a decent contract. He's obviously rejected it. You know what I mean? But now he might also put the PR. There's a lot of fans who are saying, is it coincidence that reports came out last night all at the same time? Is there a lot of PR going on here? You know what I mean? The club have kept him well. They made him club captain at one point, etc., etc. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not as if they have a big issue with Conor Gallagher. You know what I mean? It takes two to tango, maybe, in that aspect. I don't know. I'm not a fanboy. I just want merit. I want merit in my club. Yeah, but you do rate Conor Gallagher very highly, though, Jibo. That's all I was saying to you. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just think for me, it's one of them, man. I don't think it's going to be something where, you know, they're going to lose sleep over him, man. Conor Gallagher. But I'm thinking, how is Atletico Madrid going in for him, man? Atletico Madrid going in for Conor Gallagher. It's mad. It's mad when you deep it, man. It's crazy.
McTominay, isn't he?
Sorry? Well,
Better than McTominay.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Conor Gallagher, you know what I'm saying to you?
He's not bad. Think about it. He's a very serviceable player at Chelsea. They don't have that kind of midfielder. The guy that runs around, covers ground, blah, 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 all the stuff. It is what it is. If Enzo Maresca thinks he doesn't want him, he doesn't want him. He's going to die on that hill. You know, I don't want him. I want only technical midfielders. It's over. We'll see. I don't know a lot about Enzo Maresca.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. You know, like, they don't want... Chelsea fans now are stuck with the technically great players. They're like, we want all technical players. We don't want the guys that run around. You need them in the teams, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's see what they do, man. But so far, so good for them, man. Them man are doing their thing. Big up Mo. Bella says, when we offered about 7, you all crude. We do 3. Right. Cry still. But the
you really think, Mo, that it's fair for Conor Gallagher to be offered 2-year contract with one option while everyone else is on 7 and 8 years? You really think it's fair? You think this is a respectful offer from Chelsea?
How long has he got left on his contract, by the way? Is his contract running out?
1 year.
He wants to be valued, man.
Well, how is it fair? Because you don't like, by the way, Chelsea fans in the chat, you guys are all rattled, right? Remove your hat, you move your fan and be objective and think about it objectively. Not because you don't like the player. Because you don't like the player, you say he can fuck off. That is different. Think about it objectively. From his point of view, he's Chelsea through and through. He sees all his teammates have contracts until 28, 29, and 2030. And you offer him 2-year contract, and he's one of your senior players. You think that's respectful? Remove your hat. Don't think about it. You hate the player. You might hate any player.
It's right? not even the. It's not even the Gallagher thing, Mo. Mo, it's not even the Gallagher thing. It's any time you question what is going on with the ownership at Chelsea, the Chelsea fan base, and it's only a section of them because some of the ones I speak to aren't deluded. Some they just literally bury their head in the sand and go, la 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 la, we'll be back to our best. This is not the Chelsea of Roman, man. Those days are gone. They're
this
done.
Is our model.
You're
this
finished.
Is how we do it.
This is the model. We want to buy 30 under 20-year-olds, and one day we'll be good. Like, come on, man. It's crazy.
This is the model. It's broken, Dan, because it's fucked, man.
It's mad, bro. It's mad, bro. And listen, I'm terribly sorry that these Chelsea fans' feelings are hurt, but this is your football club doing this to you. You know what I mean? Like, this is your football club doing this to you, and unfortunately, we're trying to raise standards, and you lot are just accepting it. For anyone who thinks this is working at Chelsea, give your heads a wobble. This is coming from me. You can throw it at me that we haven't won trophies. I've questioned our regime, right? Trust me, I have. But my goodness, what is going on at Chelsea? I've spent the last 2 decades being jealous of Chelsea. Now I'm laughing at them. It's beautiful, but if people are accepting that as a Chelsea fan, I'm surprised they're not writing and saying what the hell's going on. And there's a few online that do it. Johnny, obviously, Guehi, Eunice. I see them and I'm like, yeah, why is no one else like you angry? I see so many of them are like, this is so exciting now. We're getting Dewsbury Hall in. We've got another goalkeeper. Only 200 million spent on 12 goalkeepers now. It's going well. The project's working. What the hell is going on, man? Give your heads a wobble, man. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I hope it continues.
I think Chelsea fans are I think you're misunderstanding the situation here, Mo. No one is saying Chelsea should keep him if they don't want him. No one is saying that. No, I'm never gonna say a manager should keep a player that he doesn't want. You don't want him, you don't want him. But don't tell me if you don't want him, why did you offer him a 2-year contract then? Why? Let him go on a free next season. Let him go on a free next season. And why you're making him train with the academy players? You're really disrespecting the guy, but you don't like the backlash from the media. That is what Chelsea fans misunderstanding. I am never going to sit here and say, Chelsea, it's my personal opinion that Chelsea should keep Conor Gallagher. But that is up to the manager. He doesn't want him, right? But don't tell me that you're going to send him to train with the youth academy. You're trying to force him out of the club to make money, and you're offering him a 2-year contract?
Yeah.
This is not how it works.
Because the way Chelsea, they're able to spend all this money because of their academy graduates, because they can get decent money for them. So that helps the PSR, the balance sheet, because obviously Conor Gallagher, it's all pure profit. Whatever they're selling for, it's all pure profit. But so if he doesn't sign a new deal and leaves on a free, then that's gone.
Yeah.
And then they can't spend what they want to spend. So that's all it is. It's coming down.
So they lower the valuation, Joe. They lower the valuation. They don't want to accept Atletico Madrid's offer. So they lower the valuation. Then if you don't want the player, so you're already telling Atletico Madrid, we are in an inferior situation here because we don't want the player. We want to sell the guy. We don't want to keep him. He doesn't want to sign a new contract.
Remember the Aston Villa deal? He got there was a contract or offer accepted by Chelsea from Aston Villa, and he refused. So then now it's like he's kind of almost making it hard for the club. Kind of, he's still not made a decision on Atletico Madrid. So it's a lot of things that are happening right now that the fans are not liking. They're not liking, man. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And that's what people don't like, man. You know what I mean? They want to hear the truth. And down here, if you got Chelsea fans, right, I'll keep it going. They don't want to hear the truth. Maybe not, man.
Facts, bro.
Yeah. Big up Jimba says, let me break down the hypocrisy of Chelsea. Enzo was caught singing a racist song and he was swingly brought back. No morals in the football club. Snaky bunch. We got Winter Surfer here. You know what I mean? He's going to defend Chelsea a little bit here. You know what I mean? What are you saying? From what you've heard, three, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, this hypocrisy. It's Conor Gallagher. He's a shit player. I don't know why you guys are up in arms about it. We offered him a 2-year contract because we're going to sell him. We've wanted to sell him since January 23. This is no surprise to anyone. The hypocrisy of it. Mo, you can't have. Mo, you are not subjective at all about Chelsea because you said you want the project to fail. So we can't take your opinion about Chelsea about anything. You said you wanted it to fail several times. You said it several times. Several times you said it, Mo. So you're not subjective.
So am I not speaking facts? Am I not speaking facts? Tell me what did I say wrong? What did I say wrong?
What is the problem with what we've done with Conor Gallagher? Give me the problem.
I'm going to tell you what is the problem.
Yeah.
If you don't want the guy, you're offering him a 2-year contract, and you're mad and upset that he didn't accept your contract.
No,
because it's disrespectful. Okay, so you're not.
Why?
So that's
why?
my
I'm not upset.
that I think it's. I'm going to tell you why it's disrespectful. I'm going to tell you why it's disrespectful.
Why
you don't want the guy.
Yeah,
you don't want
so
the
that's
guy.
why you don't offer him. That's why you don't
offer
offer him a 7 or 8 year contract. Why would you offer him?
Why are you offering him a contract
if you don't want him?
Okay, answer me. Why are you offering him a contract then? Let him go on a free. Lower your valuation. Why not?
Name me a club that's done that. Who doesn't? Who name me a club that's done it? Just that players walking a free.
Man United. Keep him Maguire. He's gonna go on a free. They didn't offer him a new contract, did they?
You think
they want to sell him?
They tried to sell him last summer.
Same exact.
They tried to sell him last summer. They tried to sell him.
I am never, bro. You're missing my point. I am not against you trying to sell Conor Gallagher. He doesn't fit your system. That is fine.
Right.
It's up to your manager, right? I am never against that. Any manager can choose to actually sell a player he doesn't like. I'm not the manager of Chelsea. Maybe I disagree, but I'm not the manager. I am just against the treatment of a football player like this. Someone who served the club last year. Don't offer him a contract. Don't offer him a contract. Let him go on a free, lower your valuation. But you offer him a 2-year contract when he sees everyone else. That is a disrespectful contract. You're offering him a contract to guarantee that you make money off him if he leaves next year, not going a free. So you're literally using the
shock horror. What's been done in football for decades?
Let him go on a free then.
It's been done in football for decades. You're just a hypocrite. Just a hypocrite.
Why? Let him go. Why am I a hypocrite? When did I say otherwise?
You want us to fail. Doesn't matter what
no, hold on. We moved on. Okay, you're a year later. I moved on from this, bro. We are a year later.
You said all this season now, just win.
Exactly. You're a year later, my friend.
It's like a month. It's not a year. It's been a month.
Bro, I literally said it in the beginning of last season. How do you say now that, by the way, just to let you know, me wanting, for example, me not liking Man United does not cloud my judgment. I think some people just don't like to understand this. I think some people think that everyone on YouTube has agendas. Me not liking Man United publicly does not cloud my judgment. Every time I speak about Man United, I speak based on an objective opinion. You might agree or disagree. Me not liking Chelsea's project and the way you spend the money does not cloud my objectivity about Chelsea. That's what you're misunderstanding, my friend.
I see you want the project to fail doesn't cloud what you say.
But that does not cloud my judgment. That has nothing to do with my judgment.
Oxymoron. That's an oxymoron, what you just said.
Absolutely not.
To fail, but it doesn't
me
cloud
not
your
liking. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to explain to you. Me not liking a club. Let me just tell you something. I don't like Juventus. But if someone is telling me to analyze a game about Juventus, I am going to say the honest truth about Juventus. Even though I don't like them. There's something called, you sit here, you be objective. You do not analyze the game with hate. I sit here and analyze Chelsea objectively. Me not wanting the project to succeed has nothing to do with my analysis. That's not me not liking. Again, me thinking that Ten Hag shouldn't stay at the club will not cloud my judgment of analyzing Man United games. That's what people don't understand. And I think this is very fair, by the way. It's very fair. I can say Saeed doesn't like Liverpool. It doesn't cloud his judgment when he analyzes the game. He doesn't like Liverpool winning. He doesn't want Liverpool to win. Joe is the same. He doesn't like Man United, doesn't want Man United to win. But if I ask Liverpool, what did you think? What do you think about the game? Me and Joe done shows for a year now, over a year. Joe, what do you think about the Man United game? Oh, yeah, this player did good, this player did bad. Now, and then at the end, he ends up, oh, but I still want them to lose. Dan, the same. Me not liking the project, it doesn't mean that I don't like the club, and it doesn't cloud my judgment. That's what people don't understand about football. I can sit on YouTube and say publicly, I hate Barcelona, but I still analyze the game objectively. How is it hard to understand?
But he could have accepted the contract offers and worked hard to get back in if he wanted to. It was 2 years with an additional year, so it's 3 years. He could have worked back in if he wanted to, and he was going to get paid as the same midfielders. So what? It's just the length of contract that's the difference. That's all the difference is.
Yeah, that's what the bit.
That's all the difference is. It's the length of contract. He's going to have the same amount of money, and he could have worked in. But if he wants to walk away, I have no problem with him rejecting the contract. By the way, that's up to the player. The player is has every right to reject the contract if he doesn't want to sign it. I just don't see a problem. He, like I said before, he never been wanting to sell him for the past 18 months. We accepted 45 million from Everton. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like we accepted like it was coming like Arsenal, Man United, City were coming in for him. We accepted from Everton. He was going to go. We accepted 40 million. Well, we were going to. Spurs offered 40 million last summer. We wanted 45. We didn't sell him. Like you said, the story about the Aston Villa thing about nearly 60 million quid. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go. That's up to him. But he should not. Unfortunately, it's on the wall. It's been how many times you have to tell the guy the club have been trying to sell him for the past 18 months. So I don't see a problem with it whatsoever.
You not rate him at all. Not rate him at all.
I'm sorry. You can find 1,000 players like Conor Gallagher. He's nothing special. He's nothing special. He's nothing special. Honestly, everyone goes, "Oh, he's so good." Then why aren't all your teams in for him then?
I mean, I'd take him, mate, in Championship.
No. Sorry, right. I don't mean this. I mean, I know.
No, I get it. I know.
Like Arsenal aren't in for him. United aren't in for him. They need midfielders. City aren't in for him. Liverpool aren't in for him. Spurs are moderately linked. Even Newcastle aren't really linked to him. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
doesn't every big club need these serviceable play? I know it sounds corny, right? I know it sounds he gets it and all that, but I think nearly every club, especially at the top end, have these type of players. I think his numbers are that bad as well for some guy who's shocking. What did he get? 7 assists, 5 or 6 goals. I remember him scoring some key goals for Chelsea. I mean, he captained your side. I
don't mind him being part of the squad, right?
Yeah,
I don't mind him part of the squad, but not the first team. He'd be great if you were like 1-0 up away for the last 10, 15 minutes and you bring him on, you literally just tell him to go in there and terrorize people. You know, his best performance, he did a job on Rodri so many times this season, home and away. He's very good. He was good in that.
Who does that for you now then, Wintersurfer?
I think if he stays fit, you can get a Lavi to do that. You can get a Caicedo to do that. The problem is, I'm only arguing about this Conor Gallagher thing. The overall Chelsea thing, everyone knows this. I'm not one of those clear lake people. I'm just not whatsoever. But the thing with Maresca, I don't know how he's going to set up. Maresca's already come out. These type of players he does not want. Look what he said about Ben Chilwell. He's just a left back. That's all he said about Ben Chilwell. He's not going to invert. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. It's just I don't understand the amount of players we've had throughout the last few years. The amount of people that come through, even we didn't get this. This was even Mason Mount last year. We didn't get this much commotion in Chelsea fan base, and he's a better player than Gallagher. Do you know what I mean? We didn't. So I don't understand. It's all this commotion around Conor Gallagher. It's Conor Gallagher. He had one starting season with us. That's all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't understand this commotion of it. But if he's not going to accept
you a question. Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Andrew? Right. Big up to yourself for coming on, bro. Do you trust the ownership to get this right at Chelsea?
Why should I trust them? Why should I trust them?
There we go.
The problem is this season. I'll make a guarantee to you right now. You will not hear the words Enzo Maresca out from me this season, because I tell you why. I tell you why. They gave him a 5-year contract, so that means to me that you've got to back him no matter what, for the good times and the bad times, no matter what. So this is all on them. I said it to Mo.
6 years or something.
Mo says this. As soon as Poch was sacked, I said to Mo on one of the streams they should have sacked the directors as well. They've all should have gone and bought in actual competent people like United seem to have on the outfield.
But why wouldn't you be Maresca out if you, let's say hypothetically?
I tell you why, Mo. Because they've gone 5 years, so that means that they should tell us no matter what he does this season, good or bad, that they should back him. You give someone like 5 years.
That doesn't mean you should do that.
Unless it's
that's what I don't understand.
I don't see it happening.
Why? Hold on. Why you're saying that you will not be Maresca out? Like, I don't get it.
Because I don't believe this. I don't believe at the moment without a recognised striker that he's going to struggle to get. He's not going to be in a top 4 race. He's going to get 6 maximum. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's going to get 6 maximum without a recognised striker. Even the goalkeeper, Mo, I'm not convinced by any of our goalkeepers. In Jorgensen, I'm not that convinced about. Do you know what I mean? And I've always said to you, Mon, it's boring. I said those two positions are the most important positions in any team. You can't have projects in both of them. And Nico Jackson did, for me, Nico Jackson overperformed last season, right? But he's not a striker. He's not. He's going to miss. He's, like I said, he's this generation's version of Solomon Kalou. And anyone who watched Solomon Kalou, good player, but he missed a ton of chances because he wasn't a recognised striker. So if we go into this without an Osimhen or something like that, and with Jorgensen and Sanchez in there, to me that caps what Maresca can do. And then you've got Maresca himself going, well, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah,
I don't know how he's going to set up. You know, people are like, oh yeah, look what he done at Leicester. I'm sorry, but the Championship and the Premier League is two different. It's two different leagues. It's two different leagues. And you know, yeah, he blew a 30-point lead, but he got a 30-point lead. But it's that it's a major step up. It's a big step. To me, I don't see the difference between when we hired Lampard to when we hired Maresca. Right?
Wow.
Just that well, if you look at them, one season in Championship, right? The difference is that Maresca won the Championship, Frank got to the playoff final. And Frank was given more leeway because he's a Chelsea legend. This guy won't get a lot of leeway by a few people. He should because of how it's been set up. But if they don't back him in getting him, whatever you think, whatever. But if they don't go in and get an Osimhen or something like that, then it's unfair for the expectations of going and, you know, you hear deluded Chelsea fans going, yeah, we should definitely get top four. What with this? With no striker? How are we going to get top four with no striker?
That's the mad thing about the project, isn't it? That you spend all this
money.
I
don't like that P word. That P word.
But that's what it is, though, isn't it?
I know.
That's what it is.
Boring. It's boring. It's a project. Projects to me are like building a false volcano for a school or something like that. This is a football club. You know what I mean?
Project.
You know what I mean? I don't like it. And like I said, the problem is that I can go, Clear Lake out. But these guys are billionaires, right? Yeah. They're billionaires. They deal with probably bribery attempts, kidnapping attempts, extortion attempts every day of the week. So what are 200 Chelsea fans that go out on a day before a game going to do anything? You want real change at Chelsea. You want them to force anything. Chelsea fans need to walk out during games if they don't like it. That sends a real message, especially televised games. That would be a real embarrassment. Do that. Or instead of paying for banners for players that haven't done much, actually put banners up with messages that mean something. Do you know what I mean? Just do that.
I like this.
It doesn't have to be
Winter Surfer here came in and bashed. Winter Surfer came to the stream, and basically, apart from the Conor Gallagher thing, he bashed what the ownership are doing and how the club is being run.
Well, it's only about Conor Gallagher. It wasn't about anything else.
Okay. But when Dan Puts did it, you hate Chelsea. Why do you hate Chelsea? Why? And everyone started crying. He literally said the same thing that everyone has been saying, that the club is not being run well. Yeah,
the reason, but you know this and I know this. But the reason you know this, the reason Don says.
I was talking about the damn pots. Forget me.
But
I'm talking about damn pots.
The reason that Don and Chairs are invited on so many streams is because they say wild stuff. They say wild stuff about Chelsea like they can't back up. Invite me on, that's fine. I'll just lay it real. I'm not deluded. I haven't got my head in the sand. I'm not back everything that the board does because they've made a shit ton of mistakes. Apologies, sorry. They've made huge mistakes and stuff like that, and they've got a lot to rectify. Yeah, they've signed some good players, but let's face it, no one knew what Palmer was going to do last season. No one knew what Palmer. That's a lucky signing for me. Do you know what I mean? They need to get this right. This is the last. This is it. This is it right now, and they cannot.
All I have to say is that Chelsea have a better team than Man United. If Chelsea hired a good manager like a Hansi Flick or someone good, I would sit here and say Chelsea will finish fourth. I can't say that because they hired Maresca.
That's what I said. That puts a cap on my expectations. That has to put a cap. Any rational Chelsea fan, if you're questioning Maresca, you cannot then in the next sentence go defo top four. There's no rational. There's no logic that you can ever tell me right now how the squad assembled and Maresca that you think we're dead on for top four. Not a chance. Especially with Aston Villa have improved their squad, by the way. I know they've sold Douglas Luiz and everything. They've improved their squad.
Andrew, I'm being told by Don that you've got the third best squad in the league, mate. So you should be getting third.
I will not listen. I'm on these streets. I have to apologize. Listen, Don's my guy, but I have to apologize for him and some said to what they say. But we all have those in our fan base that you go, yeah, okay. It's you go, you know when you just have that person, you go, yeah, okay, sure, okay. You don't want to battle because there's no point arguing with them because they won't listen. But as of right now, I had the squad assembled with the coach. No Chelsea fan can tell me, yeah, defo top 4. I've heard top 3. I heard Chelsea fans say top 3. And
I've heard Man United fans say it on this stream. It's insane.
Bro, yeah, that's mad. That's mad. Yeah, that's mad.
Bro, Said said that.
Said, you're us just up north. That's what you are. You're just north. That's what you.
Listen, we're gonna get the last couple of super chats in there. Let me get these before we wrap up. Your analysis says we should lose money on asset. Okay. Big up. Ugg says only 2,000 more to go. Big up, man. Big up everyone who's subscribing. Jibber comes in and says Enzo is mid at best. Should you sell him to?
No, he's called number 8. He's not called Enzo. He's called number 8. He's not. Yeah. You don't call him by his name. It's number 8. Yeah. He should go. That's what they should have done. That's the player they should have cancelled the contract and got him gone. But because he's 100 million, they're not. If he was 1 million, they would have got him gone like that. Yeah. Honestly, he should go. He should go.
Says keep McTominay, and Jebba says indeed he played for Monaco last season, and the elephant in the room is that Gallagher outperformed Enzo and Caicedo last season. Uncomfortable conversation. I'm not sure about Caicedo. Caicedo definitely played better than.
No, I've no doubt. I've no problem saying he outperformed Enzo for what was expected of Enzo. He outperformed him. Yeah. Caicedo came good the last third of the season. Yeah.
I would put a toilet at centre back, then have Lindelof and Maguire, and top 6: City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea, and then Villa. There you have it, people.
I don't have you. I don't have you.
Can I
just say, I want to apologise that the first argument that me and Mo have ever had on a stream is over Conor Gallagher. I'm ashamed of that right now. It should have been something more decent. Subject should have been better.
It's crazy. But listen, people, man, not even 400 likes still yet on the show, man. Guys, if you're just watching, please hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a penny. You know what I mean? You're here supporting the channel, so you know what I mean. It'd be good to kind of get the likes up. And yeah, man, we're all here. It's all about opinions. You know what I mean? Like here, you know what I mean? Opinions. Big up Mo. Big up everyone who's here, man. Big up to Joe, man. What you got coming up, man? Anything coming up? Your shows?
I mean, I need to be talking about Somerville. Because he's still not gone to West Ham yet, so we'll have to wait and see, mate. So,
is it actually like? Could it stall? Could it actually stall?
I don't know. Apparently West Ham fans are saying they always do 2-day medicals, but why? I don't understand it. So yeah, apparently apparently it's going to be done, but it ain't done yet, and it's been nearly 48 hours, so I don't know what's going on. So we'll see.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Big up to Dan Potts. You're going to be live. Going to redirect to him. Let them know, what you got coming up, man.
Love, man. Love. Football's 12th man. People, please come over, show some love. We've got a show with Tobes and Lawless and myself, which is going to get very heated, as they always do. So we're going to come over there. I've had to put it back a few minutes because Lawless is still on the terrace and Tobes is on his way home. Tobes is always late. So, but we'll be there. We'll be there, man. Tobes is always late. You know that, Saeed. So, yeah, we'll be good, man. We'll be there.
Yeah, there you go, people. Mo, what you got coming up, man? Anything? You done for the day? What's going on?
I'm done for the day.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm done for the day.
There you go. You back tomorrow, yeah?
Tomorrow, yeah. If there is transfers, but tomorrow is like Saturday. Nothing happened in the weekend. Hopefully Arsenal sign Moreno or something. We can just start talking about Arsenal. They have to win the league, and Man City are in the mud, and all. Hopefully see how it goes.
There you go. And then big up Winter Surfer, man. Thanks for coming on, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, thanks for the invite. I appreciate it. Like I said, me and Mo, we're fine. You know what I mean? It's just a spirited debate. That's what it was, guys, in the chat.
What do people think? I'm like, what are we fighting or something?
When they were saying like, let me speak, I was listening. That's part of a conversation and dialogue. You would listen to the other person speak. You know what I mean? That's what it was. It's all good, man.
I'd back Winter Surfer anyway, man. I'd back Winter Surfer every day of the week.
Yeah.
Get that shield out and just throw it at him, man, like Captain America.
There you go, man. Guys, big up everyone here, man. I'll be back 9 o'clock, people, but some United news might be popping. So tune in later on, 9 p.m. I'll be back live. But we're out, people. Go check out Dan Potts, Football's 12th man. See you soon. Take care, everyone.